The impact of the attempted coup is still at the forefront of the minds of many citizens, such as Wendell Eversley and Lieutenant David Nelson. Both men led walks in Tobago, encouraging people to remember the day the country's democracy was under attack. Kandace Jackson once again with the details.
Lieutenant David Nelson, also known as the TNT Flagman, was a young member of the Trinidad and Tobago Regiment when the 1990 coup occurred. He was stationed in Tobago. Even though he did not fight on the front lines like his comrades in Trinidad, the ordeal was forever imprinted in his mind. Over the past 5 years, he led walks to encourage others to remember. This year, he was joined by students.
The walk was in memory of those who lost their lives. 24 persons lost their lives in the 1990 coup. The reason why we started Castara, Mr. Robinson, the late president, he was prime minister at the time, so I found it fit to start at his primary school where he attended here in Tobago, onto Bishop's High School, and to finish here, the airport renamed after him.
Nelson began walking after being inspired by another person who walks in remembrance of the day. Community activist Wendell Eversley has been walking in Tobago over the past 11 years. He was one of the unfortunate members of public observing the parliament proceedings when insurgents stormed the session. He also witnessed the death of parliament worker Lorraine Caballero, who bled to death in front of him.
Men hold me against my will, gun pointing at me, beat me in my head here, and if I didn't obey the orders and the command, going from room to room, opening windows for terrorists to enter our parliament. I see the horrors went through. I saw the beat A&R Robinson. I saw the stamp him in his face.
Earlier in the week, Eversley walked from the airport to the gravesite of former President and Prime Minister Arthur N.R. Robinson at the Scarborough Methodist Cemetery. Still traumatized by the experience, he called for authorities to ensure young people are educated about the country's dark day.
Why it is they're hiding and they don't want the children to know our history? Why it is the children of Tobago do not want to know about the Tobago, Nelson Mandela, A&R Robinson? Why those in the primary school, the secondary schools and the universities don't want to take time?
Accompanying him at the gravesite were Minority Leader Calvin Morris and Minority Councillor Petal Daniel Bedwell. Morris said it is important for Robinson's patriotism and bravery to be remembered.
No cause is more important than remembering that on the 27th of July, 1990, here it was, a son of Tobago, Prime Minister at the time, willing to put his own life on the line in defense of our country's democracy.
Morris said that it was the greatest example of love for country that should inspire all citizens. Robinson's nephew, Philip Robinson, was also a part of the contingent laying a wreath at the gravesite. I am Kandace Jackson reporting for Tobago Updates Television News.